It's you unfold. It's our soul, now the stories unfold. I love dreams, deleted kids, they talk over the street, different ends. Tired now, everyone. Facebook chats to LinkedIn feeds, and watches them succeed. Enter the coaches, into the great, the speaker shape, folks follow back. That's how legends elevate. To last, social self escape, ultimately, Stallion guard, he changed the game. Guard, he changed the game.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our 4 o'clock live broadcast. Now, as we approach the Labor Day weekend, we're looking at the start of the beginning of the biggest recruiting season in the industry. And what I'm going to do is basically tell you that there is no faster, easier way to build your business than to do it on LinkedIn. So I'm going to jump out of here. And that's not what I'm looking for. Here we are. So I'm going to pop over here and we're going to go to Joe's account. Okay. And let me unmute Joe. And so we're talking to the same guy that we started to talk to this morning.
Yes, Daniel. Yeah, he answered back.
Okay, so now notice that, let me just make a point here. Notice what's starting to happen. So we're starting to get them to talk more. 22 years. Store manager with retail merchandising, sales, and customer service experience. Background. Okay. So now what we're going to do, again, we know that the store, they're shutting down. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop over here, go to downloads, light at the end of the tunnel. So we're going to send them that. "22 years. Okay, so now it's a long time. But I have many friends that work for Rite Aid. Struggling to find new jobs. Since the company announced they're going out of business. So first, what we want to know is now, see if we want to ask open-ended questions. So if we say, do you know when the next, when your store is closing, that's a yes or a no. When is your store? When is your store going to close? Now, the other thing, let's come back up. Retail, merchandising, sales, and customer service background. With sales, retail, merchandising, So now we're going to get a short answer. When is your store going to close? Now, depending upon when the store is going to close, the store may have already closed, or I should say the pharmacy could have already closed. Everybody in Rite Aid now is out shopping for another job. And the advantage that you have in talking to him, notice what we said. Many of my friends because you can go online and go on to LinkedIn, and in 15 minutes you could make 20 new LinkedIn Rite Aid friends, 20 or 30. The other thing you have to know is that he already has some network marketing experience. Now, the reason you want to know when the store is going to close is because that gives you an idea of his time frame. Now, the store can still be open for him to join you in your business. But his timetable, it all comes down to his timetable. So, for all we know, his store is already closed. Now, the longer he's out of work, the more interested he's going to be in finding something. But the other thing that you have going for you is his profile. It's pretty sparse. It's pretty sparse. He's only got 28 connections. Not very active at all. Recruiters are pretty much going to ignore him because he doesn't provide enough information about himself. So, one of the things that's equally as important in establishing relationships with people, it's going to go beyond just your text messages. He's going to be seeing everything that you do. So let's come down here. And let's look at your posts. So 12 people have looked at it. One person made a comment. This was 2 days ago. So let's see who. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's the one that made the comment.
Right. So here's somebody else. So these are the people you have their attention. So education, and another category for people like him that is experiencing change. So you pop over here on LinkedIn. I'm sorry, you go on the internet. without change. So you do that first. Okay? The secret of change is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Okay, now, let's see. Let's see a GIF and see if we can get one that moves. Okay, so here's one. Well, there's two. One would be this one. Again, we want things that move. I think the one that you're going to find, this one. Not all storms come to disrupt your life, some come to clear your path. So we're going to come back here. We're going to pop that in there. But additionally, you're going to come back over here to your home. Now, so if you're reaching out to people at Rite Aid, this is the kind of message that you want to post. A message that says, hey, it's okay. Change. It's all about being able and they've got some other ones like positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. So you save these. In fact, let's go back over here. So I need to first, I need to save it. Save image as. And then come back over here. Pop it in there. What we're going to do is going to schedule this for tomorrow. Now, you know, one of the things we talk about is how important scheduling time for personal development on a daily basis is so important. And so we scheduled it. And so when you think about it, if you spent 20 minutes a day searching for things to post, positive messages. What are we doing? We're reminding ourselves of positive messages. You could actually consider that to be your self-improvement time. And as long as you're doing it, spend 25, 30 minutes, you can get 5 or 6 new messages, but you're going to find that most of the time you're going to be using the same messages over and over and over again. Another category.
Max, I was trying to find one for chiropractors and I was having some problems. Any
What?
suggestions?
Oh, I'm sorry. What about chiropractors?
No, I was trying to, I sent out some messages to chiropractors and I was trying to find a gift to, send them because they responded back. And I was having trouble finding one that I can bring over to copy and paste.
Well, okay. First of all, chiropractors are probably, when you look at the whole medical profession, they're probably the one group of medical professionals that I think when they're going to school, part of their education, they're given some training on marketing, so they understand more about it. And in the case study we sent out, where a chiropractor was talking to a chiropractor, the chiropractor had been in the profession for 16 years, and 14 of those 16 years he tried network marketing. So it's a natural conversation to, when you're talking to a chiropractor, you pop up here. Now, somebody once asked me, is it easier to find chiropractors on LinkedIn on an individual basis, or can I join a chiropractor group? Well, the chiropractors that are in groups represent a small segment of all the chiropractors that are on LinkedIn. Whether they're in a group or whether they're on an individual basis, the bottom line is, how active are they? A chiropractor could have joined a group 10 years ago. They join the groups, they don't necessarily remove themselves from the group if they never go back. So you're always better going after chiropractors because you have a wider choice. So you do your chiropractor search, and keep in mind that, again, the more you read about them, the more they write. The more open they're going to be. Another thing you want to consider is, when you're doing your search, look at all your mutual connections. Now, so it comes down to, of course, when you connect with one chiropractor, you connect with their mutual friends. So the bottom line is, how active are these people? So when you want to start a conversation with someone, with a chiropractor, a natural question for you to ask would be, what prompted you to become a chiropractor? Now, the thing is, the easiest way to do that, okay, is to first look at their profile. Now, this person has follow. Okay, these other people have connect. This person's got a message. And we always want to connect with them. So let's look at Walter here. We're not going to study the details. The only thing we want to know about Walter is he active? So we come down. So he's been a chiropractor for 28 years. He knows all about network marketing. So now the question is activity. Posted something a year ago. Comments, nothing. Images. So it's really posts and comments. So the bottom line is he's not very active. And the one thing that will save you time is to only reach out to people that are active. So this person has a lot of mutual connections. Oh, she's on you're already connected to her. So let's bring up her profile. Now you've been connected to her since 2018. You never talked to her. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. That at least a third of the people that you're connected to, and this goes for all of you, you've never talked to. Or you started a conversation with them and then you stopped. So again, the question is, how active is she? Nothing. So reaching out to her, again, would be a waste of time, which is the reason why Sales Navigator works so well, which is I think you have Sales Navigator. So what you do, we did a search for chiropractors. Do you have Sales Navigator? Or
No, I don't think so.
no, you don't. Okay, right. So the thing is, sales, all of these different features offer you different features. You pay a little bit more, for each one. What Sales Navigator would do is it would save you time in being able to pick out the people that have actively posted. So in your case, what you're going to do, you come down, you look at all of this, go to the second page. And what we could do is we could say, you know what, show me all the chiropractors and what state are you in?
Oh, Connecticut.
For some reason it's not letting you do the search that way. So you pop down here. So here, bring up the profile. It's got 500 connections that come down. The only thing you care about here is activity. No post, nothing. So another way to do it and there's 130,000 chiropractors on LinkedIn. Now, one of the things you might consider, because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, is if you did your search in the morning, you'd be able to see the ones that are online. But the important thing before you take the time, again, you have to find out if they're active. And just because they haven't posted anything, again, you have to reach out to people that are active. Now, one thing LinkedIn does is if you go back to your network, you got 15 people that are reaching out to you. Now let's come down here. What LinkedIn is doing for you, since you're looking for chiropractors, well, they're giving you 3 right here. 4. They'll start putting chiropractors in front of you. Again, the question is, are they active? So open up their profile here. Okay, and you come down a little bit. Activity. Now, this is something that you all need to be aware of, because quite often what LinkedIn does is they put their old stuff out here to catch the robots. Okay, in other words, they put their old stuff up here. But before you send somebody a connection request, you want to make sure they're active. Now let's touch on another thing. So here, he's a chiropractor. He's been doing it for almost 5 years. Before that, he was a reviewer. So a natural question you'd ask a chiropractor would be, well, what prompted you to become a chiropractor? Remember, people love talking about themselves. Now, just because he's not posting doesn't mean he's not active. But you want to confirm some kind of activity. So again, pop down here. Now, it's got a lot of activity. But again, you don't know how active. And that's something you have to take into consideration. That's why you really, let's come back over here to your network. So the time of day that you do this can also be important. Come down here. Now you're in real estate. These people are in real estate. But if you want to go after chiropractors, the more people you search for, LinkedIn picks up on that, and they start putting them in front of you. And the reason they do that is, a lot of people will create a profile 10 years ago, never go back. So by putting up the old stuff, what happens is they get to put this stuff out there, maybe to resurrect old clients, get them engaged again. But if you send out 25 connection requests in a day, and 19 of them are inactive, then LinkedIn is going to make an assumption that you're a robot. And the next thing you know, you try to get into your account and they won't let you in. They'll ask you to verify that you're a real person. So verifying your profile is a good idea. And that's the way it works. But you see, right now, if you go back over here to your network, okay, so you're connected to 4,800 people. So let's look and see. See how many chiropractors you're already connected to. And you can see this one's online right now. You never talked to him, but he's online right now. So he's active. You've been connected to him. In 2019. So you come down here, both of them they're active. They're online right now. They're on their phone. Never talked to her. You've been connected to her. 2018. So before you start searching for chiropractors, okay, so this is one you tried to reach out to. Now, here's what you're dealing with. 2021. This is a no-no. This is before Max. This, pay attention to this, folks, because this is what turns people off if you're in network marketing. Okay? I may be completely off base here, but I'm curious. Do you keep your options open to making money? Would you be open to a size project? You got to go back and shoot the person that told that, okay, that told you to do this. What kind of a side project? And that's as far as you ever got with them. That doesn't mean you can't resurrect the conversation. And you tried. So now what you have to do in a situation like this is you have to think in terms of what kind of motivating message, what subject could I start posting that would be of interest to her? Well, certainly be something on health, or we could search for people, motivational quotes about well, you pitched her on a side project. About happiness. So here's one on optimism. Okay, now here we got something. This is a Helen Keller quote. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. And this one's a little bit easier to read. So you can take this one, copy the image, and this is new. The one thing I hate about this, you start opening up so many windows. And this wasn't her. Okay, so this is her. So you come back here, this you tried in July. Okay, we'll just paste it in. And so what you might want to do, so you don't lose track of her, start. Okay, and now every couple of days, you start posting things. And what you're looking for is you're looking for her to notice. You'll see her little picture just like down here. She saw it. But there's a record of everything that you did. She's going back up. Oh, you know, you're. Now, ideally, this was in January 2021, but these messages don't go away. And only way you're going to get at least a conversation is to put value in her mind in the relationship you're trying to establish with her. You had it at one time. She looked at you. But now she's not. You have to get to a point, but notice that Jennifer has the open to work frame around her picture, but that doesn't mean she's looking for a new job. It means she's looking for new clients, new customers. And folks, look, this is right here. This is what your competition is doing. This is what people in your company are doing. Okay? And at the end of the day, they all do the same thing. Good news is you got 130,000 chiropractors. So that's kind of where you are. All right. So again,
Max, should I switch over to Sales Navigator? I think I have premium.
you know, I'll tell you the truth. You really want to, if they'll let. What premium does for you is it opens up the gate. It lets, it gives you the opportunity to search. But as you can see, there are certain things. Example, I'm going to log out of my account. I'm going to log out of your account. And I'll jump into mine. Now, I'm not using Sales Navigator. I'm using Recruiter Lite. With sales, let me come up here and I'll do a search. Chiropractor.
I have premium, and that's what it says you have. So.
No, I've got Recruiter Lite.
Okay.
It's a premium program.
So okay. I'm confused. Okay.
So here I've got, now if I wanted to see how many chiropractors there are, I have to actually do the search over in Recruiter Lite. And same thing with Sales Navigator. You have to go over there to get a number. So I've got 130,000 chiropractors. Now, what Sales Navigator does is it lets you come down here and do an advanced search. And you can find the people that posted in the last 60 days. Now, in your case, with Recruiter Lite, I can come up here and I could ask who recently joined LinkedIn. So you've got 1,000 chiropractors that have joined LinkedIn in the last 3 months. In the last 15 to 30 days, you got 261. In the last 2 weeks. Now, I wouldn't bother with the ones that are just on it for a week or a day. All right, now these here, we do the search. We know they're active, they just joined. All right, so now before you reach out to make a connection here, you do not want to communicate with people in the advanced features. Okay, all you want to do is you use it to search. Then what you do, you bring up the profile. Again, you don't have to save it. what you're gonna do is you see these three dots, you click on three dots. And they change this, okay. What you do is you see where it says public profile?
Yes.
You click on public profile. Now, open profile in a new tab. So what you're doing is you're getting out of Sales Navigator, Recruiter Lite. Now you're over here in the regular LinkedIn. This is where you would want to communicate with them. So you use Sales Navigator as the search. Then what you're going to do, now these people are all new. They're all new. Now some of them are new chiropractors. Some of them have been a chiropractor for a long time. Public profile, open profile in a new tab. So now the question is, how long has she been a chiropractor? Well, for 3 years. Okay. But you know she's active because she's new to LinkedIn. So each one of these features has new, and folks, they're changing all the time. As an example, if I go back to posts, and this was the other day when you and I was in my account and all I wanted to do was change a date. I just changed a date. And what did it do? I wasn't starting a new position. I was just changing a date. But they blasted this out to everybody that I'm connected to. This is an easy way to reestablish conversations and connections with people. And since I did that, I've had 18 people that liked it. 4 people made comments out of 270 people. And if I wanted to start a conversation with somebody, well, these are the people. 14 people liked it. 3 people loved it. 1 person applauded it. Again, there are dozens of new ways for you to reach out and talk to people. The more selective you are, Dan, I learn something new every day. All right, I learn something new every day. I got you note. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay. Until next time, folks. Remember this: there are millions of people waiting to talk to you right now. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you from being successful. And now, September, October, and November. It's the hottest recruiting time in network marketing. Kids are home from the summer, are back in school. People are back to work. People are starting to think about the holidays. Well, I want to get my wife a new car. I want to take the family on a vacation. Where am I going to come up with the money for this? People are looking for ways to make extra income. I'll be back. So until next time, remember, it's easy for all of you. Talk to 10 people a day, 15 people a day. Where do you want to be in your business in the next 60 days? Halloween. Where do you want to be in your business in the next 90 days? What if I told you you could add 20 people to your business in the next 90 days? They're waiting to talk to you right now.
AOL phone. It's in our goal. Now the stories unfold. I love dreams, the LinkedIn kids. They talk over different entities. Fire now, everyone. Hard. Facebook chats, LinkedIn feeds, and watches them succeed. Enter the coaches, and for the brain, the speaker shape, it puts all backs. That's how legends elevate. It's a nice to lapse. Social selves, how to be. Guard, he changed the game.